TRO na yan would delay the projects. Now, God, and I'm asking Congress, find me a law na kung may bidding naman at it was regular, so dapat ang korte or somebody else should not be messing it up. Because it will delay the projects, which has been the case in the provinces. Alam mo, mag-file yan ng kaso, either it is really the truth, the COA will find out, or makihati siya. I will withdraw the case and dissolve the TRO, of course. Then you just give me a few, 10%. Ganon ang ugali ng Pilipino. Kaya yung TRO na yan is the bane of our efficiency. And I really do not know whether, I will not attribute anything, ma'am, sa Supreme Court. Maybe I am at fault, so I am sorry if I misquote or I did not have the complete facts. But itong Congress na ito passed the reproduction law. It was already a law na dapat i-implement because we were really going into a family planning. I am not for abortion. I am not for birth control. But certainly I am for the giving of the freedom to a Filipino family the size ng pamilya niya. How many children would be able to support and send to school? Ang nangyari nitong TRO, sir, ma'am, may nag-file doon sa inyo, Supreme Court. Tapos nag-issue kayo ng TRO 2 years ago. In the meantime, ang gobyerno nagbili ng medisina, itong subdermal, pati itong mga pills, worth 360. It was not really a reckless purchase. It was in preparation for the implementation of the law. Because di naman akalain na mag-TRO, and it has been 2 years. The medicines will expire next month. I told Obial, the health secretary, to find out if there is a nation which would allow it, and i-donate na lang rather than go to waste. Yan ho ang nangyari. I do not blame you. You might have been very busy or something. Well, ako, I'm just, I am below you actually. Pero, sinasabi ko lang, may isa pa. Huwag na lang itong speech, walang kuha dyan. The bane, isa pa, itong the Congress and tayo sa gobyerno, including the judges and justice, should understand that by this time, yung lowest bid, yun ang nagpo-promote ng graft ang corruption sa ating bayan. COA, you are here. At maraman nilang ninyo na may violation ako. Doon sa military, I do not allow them to bid. That's just to buy the weapons from everywhere. Because almost all countries are making arms. The tawag nila small arms industry. We are just fighting a rebellion. True, we do not need the armaments. But dyan sa Marawi, you have to hit hard because they are prepositioned inside building. And until now, we cannot proceed fast because there are 300 hostages. Sabi ko, do not assault. If necessary, we'll just have to wait. Wait it out. But we have to give food. You do not do. I don't care if they are Moro or Christian. No, it's not. We do not have that luxury. Kasi pag there's a distinct possibility that we attack, they will just bed everybody. So find a way to do it. If you cannot find a way to do it, then just, I said, wait it out. Diyan ang nakatagal. Baka sabihin, hindi marunong itong sundalo. Ako yung pipigil. Initially sabi ko, Bombay, sir, hindi talaga madala, sir. Every window is occupied, yung high-rise, sir. And we were losing because of the snipers. And in the hari, I said, slow down. Hindi ako nagyayabang, when I was in the camp, sa Ranao, well, I was being briefed by the military, and I was giving the instructions. I heard about 16 pumutok, at saka yung bala na, wing, wing, wing. Yung mga reporter nandoon sa likod ng stage, kasi semento yun. We will, if this is the way how we should wait, then we will wait. Unless you can find a solution, somebody here with what's the God, even a horse sense to negotiate for the release of yung itong isang abalik ko yung Louis Bid. Alam mo ganun yun, Adre, ang magbabagsak ng Louis Bid yung walang pera. Ang magbagsak ng Louis Bid, sasabihin niya doon sa magbibigay po ako sa inyo kung sino-sino yan mga opisyal. So Louis Bid, papanaluhin siya. So with no capital, bibigay siya ng pera. Tapos bibigay, lahat bigyan niya, connected whole, lahat. Pagkatapos yan, if it is 100 million project, he has to pay so many guys. Ang naiwan niya 100, out of the 140 million lang. So that is the cost of the project. So when I was campaigning for the presidency, I was all over the Philippines. My God, I could see the appropriation. Pero ang airport nila, 3 meters long. So ginawa na lang basketball court. And there is a province here. Hindi kayo, Nacho. If you look into the records back in time, na puro na complex ang roads dyan. Talagang daan dito, daan doon. Pero pag pumunta, taka, 100 lang. It's only one highway. That is how corruption destroys the nation. Ngayon, last. I have to say this. Kailangan ko, sir, sabihin, sir. I was elected June 31st. Nag-oath ako. So, July, nagpunta na ako sa AFP Medical Center. Nakunto ko na ba ito sa ito? Hindi pa. Tapos sabi ko, quite familiar kasi I signed a lot of ng mayor. Sabi ko, may MR ba kayo? Sabi niya, wala, sir. Sabi ko, may state-of-the-art ba kayo na x-ray? Sabi niya, wala, sir. Sabi ko, may hyperbaric ba kayo? That's the chamber where you are placed inside. If you suffer events, you are nagdi-deep dive ka. But it is also high pressure that can arrest gangrene, especially those who are extracted from the field of battle about 2 days na. Gangrene sets in, so they are placed there, and it can work miracles for a wounded soldier. So, in one upuan, in one setting, you did this, then I saw the building when I went inside, yung drainage nila bumabalik. So I said, I'm really surprised. Yung military man, why would you allow that kind of thing? The dirt is going back to the... How do you expect the sailors to... the soldiers to get well? Tapos, that's the only building. The oldest. I said, okay, you rehabilitate it. I'll give you a new one in the meantime. But last month, I went to the back of my office, doon sa barracks ng Presidential Guards. So they were groundbreaking for the hospitals of the soldiers. And I asked the soldiers who were there also from Bilona, are you now using the